Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, this is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and we are back again to watch another episode of 500 Pound Girl by Amberlynn Reid. It's the critically acclaimed YouTube series following Amberlynn Reid doing something, I don't know, trying to lose 14 pounds. I'm unclear, I'm uncertain, but it is what it is. It's happening. There is a new episode out. It is called Watch My Breakdown / Downfall ... As one quick little preface, I was on Twitch the other day and people were like, Zach, did you see that Amberlynn doesn't want us to call wifey anymore? And I was like, no, I didn't. And I'm like, where did she post that? And of course it was on Instagram, which, like I've said in the past, I have to literally go log into Judy's account so that I can go see that. But I decided on stream that day to go check it out. And there were some, like, you know, typical, like, boring responses. But I did see a few things that I thought were fascinating, interesting. So I have screenshots here on my telephone that I took in the moment. And I just thought I could share some of them with you before we get started today. Of course, there was the one that I was just talking about, which was, does wifey find out about your binges? And her response was, I'm always honest with her about everything. This includes when I binge. Asterisk. Please stop calling her wifey, as that is not who she is or what she goes by. Just simply call her my girlfriend for now. Thanks. As though we weren't introduced to her as wifey. As though Amberlynn didn't pick that name. Which, like, for all intents and purposes, when somebody asks to be called something, I think generally it's probably a pretty reasonable thing to just call them what they want to be called for all intents and purposes. But, like, truly, in this situation, Amberlynn girl, what else? Like, you introduced her to us. You could just solve all of this by no longer making up stories about Jade or Alex or wifey or whoever, whatever. You really could, but you refuse to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna keep using a made up name for your made-up girlfriend, bestie. I really am. I do think her girlfriend is real, by the way. I don't think her girlfriend's made up, but I feel like, you know, the story behind her is all made up at this point, okay? If we ever get to see who wifey is, if we ever learn more about wifey, more than just like a couple appendages or like her voice in the background, then we can talk about calling her something different, bestie. But right now, she's not even a real person on your channel because we don't see her. And then my favorite post from this set of Instagram Q&As was all the questions she got about snacking. I swear to gosh, it was so funny to me. She had a question that said, what's your favorite snack food? And she said, I actually don't snack anymore. And mind you, she posted this the same day that I posted, or she posted, around the same time that the fucking snack bag came out, okay? So she obviously, we know that her videos are behind, but it's just like so ludicrous to me that she would be like, I don't snack anymore, yet has like a whole tub full of snacks in her pantry that we watched her organize. But wait, there's more. Somebody said, when did you stop snacking? And she said, a week ago, as of today. So we know that those vlogs are at least more than a week behind, which, like, I mean, we already knew, but I'm just saying. And then somebody said, don't snack anymore? The question was, what is your favorite snack? Not do you still snack? Which I think is fair. Like, you could be like, I'm not actively snacking, but be like, I like to chow down on some Flamin' Hot Cheetos, you know? But she said, I don't have a favorite snack right now because I'm not snacking. As though you can't think back to a little over a week ago when you were snacking and couldn't think about what your favorite snack was then. But yeah, wow. Apparently so much has just changed in the past week. She's a whole new person. So I can't wait to see what happens over here on this week's episode or today's episode of 500 Pound Girl. So let's get to, shall we?
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to episode 8.
Come on, sure. 8 is great.
I thought we would have been making better progress by now. I don't know how, but I'm up 0.4 from yesterday, so I weighed in today at 486.2.
Oh, so we're stressed again about the decimal points. Good. You know what? You're right. We've made no progress because we're still stressing about literal 0.4 of a pound. All right, bestie. Okay. You know, I would not say that that's not progress. You know, you're not gaining if you're self-reflecting on like your behaviors and things like that. But you know what? You're right. Absolutely no progress made. Let's keep going.
It is what it is. Today's actually a Friday.
It is what it is.
I am very...
It is what it is. Well, if that just doesn't sum it up, huh? It is what it is. I had a therapist tell me that once. I was like complaining about something very serious in my life. This was like a few years ago. And I was complaining about something serious, and he literally had the audacity to say to me, "It is what it is." And I said, "You know what it is? I'm never coming back here again." Like, how was that helpful, sir? But yeah, maybe in this case, it really is just what it is.
Tempted. I'm flirting with the idea of ordering seafood boil.
Flirting?
It's something
is this more of that intimate fasting? We're flirting with a little seafood boil. Ooh la la. Ooh, you're looking cute, seafood boil. You got some nice legs, crab legs. Yeah, we're flirting with it.
There have been times where I would get seafood boil and I would just like eat that throughout the day and I wouldn't eat anything else.
Sure.
But then there have been times also where I get the seafood boil and then I waste half of it and then I get something else. Like,
what do you mean?
A different takeout.
What is the concept of wasting it? Is seafood? I mean, I don't eat seafood. Let's just start there. But is that not something you can't just like have leftovers of later? Like, I don't understand this concept of like wasting stuff. I don't waste any. I eat all my leftovers. I know some people don't do leftovers, period. But listen, I hate to waste shit. So. But also, like, live your truth. If you want seafood boil, I thought we were in a era where we were not restricting ourselves and we were getting takeout because you can't change overnight and whatever.
But I think if I do get seafood boil today, my goal is to just, like, have it throughout the day.
Okay.
So if I do get that, I'll definitely show you guys. If I don't, then I'll show you what I decided to eat, obviously, because that is the point of these videos.
So true, bestie.
Look. I don't understand how, like, someone my weight, like, everything I ate yesterday, it just wasn't a lot of food. It just wasn't for someone my size.
Okay.
I should have been down weight. Weighing myself daily, I think, is really messing with my mind frame.
Absolutely! What the fuck have I been saying? And we've had this conversation so many times on your channel before. You have talked about this so many times on your channel about how weighing yourself daily is not helpful. And also, like, it's not all just gonna melt away overnight. That's not what happens. Even if you have one good day of eating. Like, that's not how it works. Like, I don't know what you think is supposed to happen, but yeah, it's clear that weighing yourself every day is not helpful.
So it's something I need to ask myself, like, should I just start doing it every other day? Like, what should I do? Because we're trying to reach that 100 pounds down. And I know me talking about this while also in the same breath saying how I want seafood boil is just silly. I know, I get it. I'm partially a mess myself still.
Also, though, like, is seafood boil... I mean, again, I don't eat seafood. I have a good concept and idea of what seafood boil is, which is usually, like, a bunch of different types of seafood with, like, some potatoes and, like, corn. I mean, the potatoes maybe are super starchy, but, like, I don't know. Is it really that bad for you? Especially if you eat it in moderation? I don't know. I would think not, because it's mostly just protein. I guess there is, I think, typically, like, maybe lots of oil or something with it, too, but I feel like it's not the worst thing you could eat.
I will always be a mess, actually. Okay, so...
What's up?
I don't think I'm getting seafood boil.
Okay, work.
I'm not sure what I'm going to eat, but I haven't ate yet. I'm actually about to clean my bathroom sink.
Oh.
So...
Oh, great. Yes, because that is what we're all tuning in for. That's what we all clicked on this video for, to watch you clean your bathroom sink. Okay, all right, okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Listen, I don't mind some not weight-related stuff to watch and react to. Let's go.
I do like being organized, but sometimes I am messily organized.
Messily?
My girlfriend and I, we have our own bathrooms. This one's mine. Hi.
I will say, in our old apartment, Noel and I each had our own bathroom. It was like heaven. I never had to wait for him. I never had to organize my day around when he was taking a shit or taking a shower, whichever one, take your pick. And now I'm like, that's the one downfall of where we live currently. I'm just like, I hate having to wait. I want to do my business in the bathroom when I want to do it.
But my sink though.
Oh my gosh.
So I figured,
oh my god,
let's clean it together.
Let's do it.
What do you guys say?
Let's do it.
I know you guys like a cleaning segment.
I love a cleaning segment. I love a bad camera angle. Let me just clarify, when I say chest piece, it really has nothing to do with her boobs. It really has everything. Well, first of all, chest piece is a throwback reference to her calling something on a torrid shirt or dress the chest piece moment. But then also, it's really all about the camera angle, because I don't understand why somebody who's been doing YouTube for as long as she has, puts all these weird ass camera angles that showcase her chest. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it.
Who doesn't? Okay. Where am I gonna sit you guys?
I don't know, bestie. Professional YouTuber Amberlynn Reed.
Let's just put all of this stuff
was that just her toothbrush that she randomly just tossed over there with the toothpaste? See, that's not gonna work for me. The rest of it I can kind of understand, because it's just these are probably things you use on a somewhat regular basis, so you leave them sitting out. But I'm not just setting my toothbrush any old place. I'm really not. And I don't know what, no. It has its own space so that hopefully the least amount of germs and other shit touches it.
Over here as well.
Although maybe it wasn't her toothbrush, because we know she likes to brush her teeth in the shower, now that I think about it. Or maybe she has a sink toothbrush and a shower toothbrush. A lot of people said they do that.
So you guys can see everything.
I see it all.
What a mess. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, what is it? Why are you just willy-nilly sitting this toothbrush? Is this a different toothbrush? I don't know. Either way, that toothbrush is just raw dogging it on your kitchen sink counter. And I know you let those cats all over the place. I'm sure a cat has rubbed its anus all over that sink counter, and I'm not vibing with that in particular.
Because we just cleaned our showers, so these are just my shampoo and conditioners.
Okay.
That I can put, obviously, back in my shower.
Right. I was like, why wasn't it there?
My toothbrush and my toothpaste in my shower. I just don't even know where to start. Okay. So
you can start by not just leaving your toothbrush sitting on your bathroom sink, raw dogging life. No.
What are these room sprays?
You don't even know what they are.
I keep a few in here. I don't know why I have 4.
Well,
weird. Okay.
It probably smells when you take a shit. Everybody shits and it all stinks. So I guess that's probably why you got so many in there.
New hair clips. Because I want to try this certain hairstyle, but I think I got too big of hair clips.
Okay, come on.
I also have small
butterfly clips.
For when I do a side braid. This huge, ew, I dropped it in the sink. This huge scrunchie.
Oh, that's what we're gonna say you about? That's what we're gonna say you about? Your hair scrunchie falling in the sink, not your toothbrush just touching the counter.
Earrings. These are my newest pair of earrings. I don't buy earrings as much as I used to.
You don't?
They look like
is it just not as often as you used to because you no longer buy them in bulk, 400 pairs at a time? Because I feel like you're always showing us some earrings that you bought, but okay.
Aren't they so pretty?
No.
I love them.
No.
Up here is where I keep my perfumes. We have a Gucci moment.
I do love that she's still using the cake platter stand to hold up all of her perfumes.
We have a random eyelash. Makeup wipes going here.
Did she just stick that eyelash to the bottom of those makeup wipes? Like, why are you holding on to that fucking random eyelash you just found on your bathroom sink counter? Why? Tell me why. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but an eyelash. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say eyelash it that way. Wow, I'm so talented. I'm such a talented singer.
This is from...
Oh, maybe she didn't stick the eyelash. Maybe the eyelash was not stuck to the makeup wipes. I think that's it on the counter right there. Do you not have a trash can in your bathroom? Can we not just toss it?
Makeup wipes, Torrid, trash, another hair tie, just some random trash, Band-Aid trash.
So much just random trash. Do you not have a fucking trash can in your bathroom? Just toss it.
Random toothpick moment. And then we have a hairbrush that has tons of hair in it. Is this a trigger warning? I don't know. Does hair creep people out?
I don't know. I don't know, bestie.
Jesus.
That's a lot.
We have a cleared sink. So now I'm going to just like
Hallelujah. 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 We did it, y'all. I probably cut like a good chunk of that out because it was real dry, just like our girl. But yeah, wow, a clean sink. So proud of you, girl.
Down and all that. Okay, so I've been in my own little world today.
Okay.
I have 8. I'm just gonna show you pictures of...
I love a nice picture of lemonade. Please share your picture of lemonade with me. Would love to see it.
What I ate from online because I didn't take pictures, didn't film it, nothing.
Okay.
So I'm here to tell you what I ate though. So I'm not gonna skip this episode or anything like that or shy away from what I've ate.
I do think it's interesting because you've never had a problem up until this point filming any of the food you've eaten. So I am curious, like, what's the reason behind that? But let's just see what you ate. I'm ready. I'm all ears.
I have had P.F. Chang's. I always get the Kung Pao chicken whenever I order
Did you not just make your own form of Kung Pao chicken the other day? Did you not? I just imagine if I really wanted to order takeout every single day of my life, like I would just try all different kinds of things. I would literally try something new every day. I know it's not about the food for her, but I'm like, you literally just made your own version of this. Like, actually, I think you had it 2 days in a row.
Did ask for white rice. They gave me fried rice instead. It was alright. Add a little bit of soy sauce to it. Enjoyed it. I finished the rice, but I did not finish the Kung Pao chicken. I usually don't because...
So you finished the thing that you didn't even want to begin with. Okay.
I always leave like the bigger pieces of chicken because I don't know.
It just grosses me out.
So
it creeps me out.
I eat about half of the chicken.
The big pieces creeps me out, but I will eat the little ones. No little ones are gonna make it away from my plate.
We ordered an appetizer. It was just 2 pork spring rolls or egg rolls. I had one, and then she had one. And then later on, I had just a few of my little snacks. I had some chickpea snacks.
Why didn't you put them in a snack bag? Did you put them in a snack bag?
This is the Rockin' Ranch. I probably only had a small handful of these. And then I had more of... my lemon shortbread.
Of course.
Little things. I had some plantain chips.
Okay.
And I literally just ate this about an hour ago. Cup of noodle.
I'm confused. She hasn't used the word binge to describe this particular situation type of deal. But is this not almost exactly the same things that she said that she had when she binged the other day? Like, no judgment. I'm just like, it feels like where we were 2 days ago.
But I have been sitting here just thinking a little bit more trying to figure out what is the best option for me.
What do you mean?
Ugh, I know. I'm just like a literal mess. I understand, but that's what these episodes are about.
What do you mean in options? Like, what options are we considering? That would be helpful to know. Before I called you a literal mess, I would like to know what options are on the table.
It's kind of. You get a little glimpse inside of this brain up here. I'm super indecisive. I'm all over the place. And then when I decide on something, I like hyperfixate on it.
True.
Kind of an update on my ADHD, by the way. I am talking to my psychologist about it, and we're gonna see if I can get assessed, because adult ADHD is literally the only thing that makes sense. It's just the random symptoms that I'm having, and not being able to focus. And
listen, there are many reasons why people don't get diagnosed, don't get evaluated for it. So, there's several reasons why she's maybe not done it up until now. But I'm just so curious, because at this point, getting diagnosed will be helpful and will help inform you of things that you can do to treat those symptoms. But, you can also do some of that right now without an assessment, So I'm curious what kinds of things your therapist is suggesting to help you with those things. Because I've been in, a kind of similar situation. I think sometimes in my life I've exhibited different symptoms of ADHD, to be quite honest with you. At this point, don't feel the need to, go get it evaluated for myself, just because that typically costs money, and I function relatively fine, thankfully, in the ways that I need to function in my life. But I have been able still to talk about how to treat some of those things, or respond to some of those things, or change my behavior with therapists in the past, so that the things that I am struggling with, I can use a set of tools that they have provided me to counteract some of those symptoms, right? So, I'm just curious, surely in talking about how that might be something that you have, you've also talked about some ways that you can work around it. Now, granted, there are other things of course you can take medicine for that as well, that's supposed to help. And maybe that's the long goal here for her getting diagnosed, is that then maybe she can take some medicine that will assist her with that. But also there are other things too, medicine isn't the only thing. So I'm just curious, because it feels like there's probably some things, many things in Amberlynn's life, that we could be working on right now, even without an official diagnosis. And then on top of that, if you think about some of the other things that she's been diagnosed with according to her, and or that she says she struggles with, just binge eating disorder, for an example, she's taken very little of her therapist's advice. It seems like she's just more happy to say that this is my problem, instead of oh, hey, I'm going to actually work on it based on the things that my psychologist is telling me to do, which I think is probably a struggle. I'm sure it's not easy, but also maybe something to self-reflect on and think about how that might impact the things that you do moving forward, You feel me? You smell what I'm stepping in? Either way, I think if you are struggling with any of these things, of course consult with a mental health professional in terms of what you can do to help with those things.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here trying to think how am I gonna reach this 100 pounds down?
Sure.
In a timely manner. I don't want to keep having these episodes prolonging. There's no way we can do, hi, episode 30, and I still haven't reached, the 100 pound down mark.
Well,
it's not happening.
Well, bestie, I think we all knew that. I still want to go back to a year ago, maybe a year ago. I don't know. The last time you had significant amounts of weight loss, and you were so successful because you weren't talking about it on YouTube, and you weren't putting the pressure on yourself to complete it in a certain amount of time. And those were revelations that you made yourself, right? Those are things that you said yourself. So the idea that you come on here and think that you're gonna, what did she even say? I feel like she said that she thought she was gonna lose 14 pounds by episode 15 or 16 or something like that. It's just stop setting yourself up for failure with these unrealistic goals that you're not going to accomplish.
But it's yesterday, I ate easily below 2,000 calories and I gained weight. My body is just
You gained 0.4 of a pound. You could shit that out if you wanted to.
Not it. My body hates me. My body literally hates me. So then I start thinking, okay, well, is it true that, like, maybe I could be eating too little, and that's why, like, I'm not losing weight?
No, stop.
No, Amberlynn, you're not
eating
too little.
Stop.
Like, oh my god.
Oh
so then
my god.
I start thinking, oh, maybe I'm eating too little. I'm like, okay, should I do Weight Watchers because they allow me to eat a little bit more while I'm actively losing weight? And I'm like, oh my god, but Weight Watchers makes me binge because they give me certain points.
Stop. This is just like the other day when I said, like, she spent the first 10 minutes of a video talking about how upset she was and things like that. This is the same kind of situation here. These are all things that she needs to be unpacking with her therapist at this point. Like, nobody in the comments, nobody on YouTube is going to help her with this. I know she says that she's not currently reading the comments. None of this is going to be helped by talking about it here.
Let's Google Dr. Now's weight loss plan. Girl, no.
Oh, I do have a video on that, bestie. I do have a video where I tried Dr. Now's weight loss plan for a week. If you want to go check that out, you can just search it on my channel. Just search Dr. Now. It probably will be the first thing that comes up.
That's only going to make me binge even worse. Like 1,200 calories of nothing but lettuce and chicken. Like, that's not me literally.
That's not entirely his plan, but I guess it's close enough. Close enough.
I actively don't know what I'm doing. I literally don't know what I'm doing, and I'm so confused. Like, do I intuitive eat? Do I count calories? And if I do, should I do 1,600 or should I do 2,400? Like, what is wrong with me? Obviously, I don't lose weight eating 2,400 calories.
Bestie, you need to keep talking to your psychologist. That's the only advice I have, is that all of this, I think, is exactly what somebody, a mental health professional that focuses on binge eating disorder, would want to be talking to you about. Like, forget talking about Nodder Doodle Doo and apologizing to him in his live streams and start talking to your therapist about this.
I need to get, like, the junk out of my house. Like, things like the cup of noodles or, like, the random snacks I've bought. Because those things aren't fueling sort of the energy inside my body. They're not giving me any sort of nutrients that I need.
Okay, that's a good first step. First step, get rid of the fucking cup of noodles, because we have had one in almost every single episode. I don't disagree. Second step, delete Uber Eats. Delete DoorDash. Stop getting the takeout, bestie. Just, truly.
I know a lot of people relate to me right now, so that's why I'm feeling a little embarrassed. You guys are, like, getting to see inside of my brain, inside of my heart a little bit more. I feel a little, like, very vulnerable, honestly. I feel a little, like, naked, like, oh my god. But then I remember, like, there are people out there watching me who go through the same conflict in their brain. So just know that you are not alone. I am right there with you, and
yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing. I think a lot of people do relate to Amberlynn. I feel like a lot of people have told me that they relate to, like, in the comments or in, like, DMs and stuff, and I think it's true that there probably are people going through this. I think this is where you're like, if I want to be an inspiration, I need to role model appropriate behaviors. So, like, let's talk about, like, talking to our psychologist and therapist about this. Because I think that's actually, I mean, like, while I'm behind, like, throwing out the cup of ramen and not bringing more into the house, like, I mean, I think more helpful than even that is just talking about why you respond this way to food, period, with your therapist would be even better, So, like, let's role model some of those behaviors for the people that can relate to what you're experiencing.
And it's like, I don't want to overshare, because I've done that in the past. Like, when I lived in Virginia,
you don't want to
I overshared, like, every ounce of my weight loss, and it was kind of just like,
you don't want to overshare, but what do you think the past 8 episodes of this program have been? What do you mean you don't want to overshare? If this isn't oversharing, then I'd hate to see what what it is.
I guess right now, currently, it's just not as easy as just eating a calorie deficiency. Because at this moment, I don't even know what that means.
Well, I'm not in this moment sure if you even meant to say deficiency. I think you just meant to say deficit. But yeah.
And it's like I keep blaming, you know, my hysterectomy, you know, I'm 31 years old, premenopausal, like this whole thing, and I just keep blaming all that, and then like I blame my lymphedema, and I really don't know.
That about sums it up with all of this, is you don't know, and you're trying to act like you do, and you don't. You really don't know. And then the one medical health professional, mental health professional that you've discussed it with has tried to provide you a solution, and you said, no, you're wrong, and I want to do it my way. So it's just like, no, you don't know. And I wish you would repeat that part back to yourself and think about that a little bit. You don't know. So listen to some people who might know, you know? And maybe it's possible they don't know either, but like at this point, I feel like they might know a little bit more than you do.
I think it was over a year ago. I went to a weight loss doctor. I'm not sure I talked about it with you guys. And it's like I was expecting like all the answers when I went there. And literally the only thing she told me was have a serving of vegetables with every meal. Like eat everything that you're eating now. Don't change your eating habits in that sense. But just add vegetables to every meal.
Okay. Okay. Even, let's say, first of all, I highly doubt that that's the only thing that doctor said to her. I just, like, don't believe that. But two, let's say that is what that doctor said. Did you try it? Did you do it? Did you give it a chance? Again, this all comes back to the part where Amberlynn said, I don't know. You don't. You don't, and then you think you know more than all of these people who you are paying and seeking out for their expertise. And that's not to say that every doctor knows everything in the world about everything, okay? But like, you're acting like you know more than these people who spent years of their lives dedicated to learning what they do. You know, that's the part that's like, surely not every doctor's a good fit for everybody. Not every therapist is a good fit for everybody. You do have to find all of those people you have good rapport with. But this is like a series of like several doctors you've been to where you didn't even give their ideas, their methods a chance.
I do know that I should be eating fruits or vegetables with every meal. I
okay. Know that. Oh, do you?
Like to tell me.
Okay, if you do know that, then where were the fruits and vegetables today? Because the things that you listed off that you ate: Kung Pao chicken, pork egg rolls, rice, candy treats, rockin' chickpeas. So like you say you know that, but then you don't even do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why I do want to reiterate. You said, I don't know.
So if anyone is wondering, black pants, I get them from Woman Within.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And they're the stretch cotton bootcut yoga pant.
Work.
I
think so many people were wondering. I think so many people had a question. Good to know. Good to know.
Ooh, this one's in chocolate. I love that. There's a deep claret, plum purple, heather navy, black, which is what I get, medium heather gray, heather charcoal, and navy. So I get mine in black.
All of these color options, and you don't ever venture out. We just only ever black.
Obviously. And I do get tall because I do have lymphedema and it helps with that.
Okay.
And I get a 4X. So I actually think I'm going to stock up on these because I'm not going to lie. I like them tight because I wear them with my dresses and stuff. And by wearing them so tight and like wearing them so often, they do get holes after like I'd say a year or 2 years. So I usually buy in bulk. You guys can look at that right here if you want.
That is
0025-6200.
That is so wild to me that you get all of these pants in bulk. You buy like how many at a time? I also just wonder like how well would you be served by just like investing in some like higher quality pants to wear? Like maybe you wouldn't have to replace them often if you had higher quality pants that weren't gonna just get holes in them so quickly. I don't know.
Yeah, I love them. It's just what works for me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna buy like, I don't know, they're kind of pricey, almost like $30, but it's worth it, so I might do 5 pairs.
And it was worth it.
To the bag.
Ooh, ooh. Period.
So $110. Kind of a lot. Kind of funky. Kind of fresh.
$110 for 5 pairs of pants that are gonna wear out and get holes in them quickly. Good. Also, to be fair, I don't know in the size that she needs. Maybe that's the best she can do. I do want to acknowledge, because I know some people will say this, like, I do know that it's harder to find higher quality, fashionable, plus size clothing for people. But with that being said, I feel like if anybody's gonna have the resources and money to do it, it's Amberlynn Reid. But live your truth, girl. You get your $30 yoga pants.
Ooh, accessory shop. I can safely say I've never looked there. I wonder what's in the handbags. Nope. Me and jewelry. No. A lot of people ask me why don't I buy expensive jewelry. This is not expensive by no means. I mean, to some people it can be, but I'm just saying, like, I don't like this style. Like, this is not my style at all. I like costume jewelry because of how it looks. Like, I don't care about the price. Shein? Oh my god, let me show you. We are now on Shein. Okay. Like, I like earrings that are gaudy.
We know.
Something like that. Okay, that's not my style anymore at all, but...
We know.
Like, just, like, more gaudy and stuff. Let's be real, I bought so many of my earrings on Shein.
We know. We know you like cheap and gaudy. It's fine. You know, it's a level of taste, and it's taste that you don't have. We got it. I get it.
But yeah, it's just I prefer more statement pieces versus like...
And what the fuck kind of statement you trying to make with the fork and spoon earrings? Not that I wouldn't wear them, because I would, but I'm just saying. I also like to make a statement. You know what? Keep wearing your earrings. People used to always shade the fuck out of me because I'd be like, your earrings are ugly, and then I would come and wear Cheez-It earrings on my channel. To be honest, I never unpacked all of my earrings once we moved here. I really probably should, but I just haven't felt compelled to wear any of them. I've just been wearing, like, mostly the same little stud earrings that are in my ears right now. But you know what? Live your truth. Live your truth, Amberlynn.
Oh my god, I love these types. Those are so cute. Hold on a minute. Like, these are so... Oh my god.
The thing about these is that you could get, like, higher quality versions of these made by people on Etsy. So you could be supporting, like, small craft, like, business owners. And it will probably last a whole lot longer than these right here.
Only $3? Ma'am. But, like, Shein takes forever.
Also, remember how these are only $3, but she was trying to sell these earrings for, like, $10, $15 when she was trying to get into the earring business?
Okay, you guys. Hi.
What's up, bestie?
It is a completely different day.
What?
Transparency?
It's a completely different day. What? What? She hasn't done that before in this series yet, where it's just a whole ass different day?
It's about 10 days later.
What?
10.
What?
10 days. After the last clip you just saw.
Bestie, what?
In the last 10 days, I am ahead on videos, so that's why...
Sure.
There isn't 10 days for you guys in between content.
I'm aware.
I don't want to...
I got it.
Make it like that. That's why I pre-film, because I promised every other day a video.
And you know what? Kudos to you. You have been on that schedule for a long time. It's been very helpful to me in planning how I'm going to do my work over here on this channel.
I've been doing that since the beginning of the year, so yay me. But yeah, it's been 10 days.
Wow. What's up?
You know, it would be easy for me to come on here and just continue on and all this, but that's not transparency. That's not honesty.
So
that's
what are we doing?
Anything like how I wanted these videos to be like. I am here now. It's been weird not to film for the last 10 days because I was doing it daily. I, was showing you guys what I was eating. I was weighing myself, like, just...
Is this the season finale? Is 500 Pound Girl done? Are we done here? Is this it?
I just stopped. Because I did binge that night where I
but you binged a different day too, and you still kept going.
Was really in fear of binging. I did binge. I continued to binge, and I haven't been able to find myself since then. I don't know what that means for me. I don't know what that means for this 500 Pound Girl. I don't know what that means for the series or my videos.
Well, to be fair, it's not really that much of a series. These videos aren't like their own special thing. You're the one that's been calling it a series and making it out to be something special when it's not. It's just another day of vlogging for you, but okay.
I have time to think about it and to continue making content for you guys and what I find to be the best for my mental health, physical health, weight loss, for my channel. I was thoroughly enjoying doing these series.
Okay, then why'd you stop?
Just some things happened in my life, things I don't want to share, but also things where my mental health. I am bipolar, even with medicine. I have my days.
Okay, fair.
I've been low.
Fair.
I've been very low. And I didn't want to film that. I don't really know what this means, but that's okay. I don't have to. Not everything about my channel is going to be about perfection and...
Well, I don't think anybody at this point has expected perfection from the Amberlynn Reed YouTube channel. At this point, I don't... If that's what any of y'all were expecting from her, I think you set yourself up for some expectations that would never be fulfilled.
I think that's what I was really focused on, was like not failing this challenge or this series, not failing you guys. But there's a life outside of YouTube.
Sure.
There's
absolutely
very, very big life outside of online. And I'll talk more about it in my next video. I just feel like I need to be a little bit more here with you guys. And I know this is weird because for you guys it looks like no time has passed. But it has.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're always messing with the timeline, too. That's also something we've come to expect. I'm confused. There's only like 15 seconds of this video left. And are we done? Are we, should I be busting out the hat and the candles and, like, performing a memorial service for this series, or no? Or is it over?
I haven't weighed myself in the last 10 days. I haven't been counting calories. I haven't been doing anything. But I'll figure it out.
Okay.
I always do.
Do you? Have you figured it out? Are we figuring it out? What do you mean you always do? I'm not convinced.
Don't worry. I will be back. But till then, see you guys later. Bye.
Bye. Bye. I'm so confused. Is it done? I mean, I have to believe she's going to be back tomorrow and posting tomorrow. I'm going to be on a little trip, so I won't be able to, like, react to it at the earliest until Sunday, but I have to believe she's still going to post every 2 days. She's so far back up in content that I have to believe something's coming out tomorrow, but I'm just so confused. Do I, you know what, just as a little tentative measure, and then I'll take it back if she comes back tomorrow. I'll take it back, but let's just light a candle. Just, if not for memorial, then for good spirits, okay? For good spirits. In the arms of the angels. What did I even used to sing? It's been so long since I've did one of these. What was the song I used to sing? Oh, how could I I forget. Dearly beloved, we maybe gather here to say our goodbyes. I don't know. It seems like she's done with this series, but I feel like she could easily be back here tomorrow and be like, Episode 9, a 500-pound girl. So make sure to tune in, and I will, like I said, I'm gonna be out of town this weekend doing a variety of things, but I should be back on Monday with another new video. So come back then to see what happens, or also just follow her yourself and see what happens. But I'll be back eventually to give my commentary when it does happen. That's all I have for today. I love you all so much. If you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all of my social media, including my Twitch channel where I'll be reacting to silly things, and also my gaming channel where I play fun games like Stardew Valley and The Sims. I love you all so much. I'll see you all next time. Bye!